I do have 3 PC keys to give away for Far Cry 6. Basically, I have the keys and I'm going to give them away to who I feel is deserving of them. And whoever does the funniest TTS, and like I want to hear some bangers, we'll reward them with keys. That's how we're doing it. And if you're wondering who the judge is, it's me.
What kind of car does a sheep like to drive? A Lamborghini. When an orphan takes a selfie, it technically counts as a family portrait. Which animal do you call when your car breaks down? Toad. Why doesn't Mexico have an Olympic team? Because everybody that can run, jump, and swim are already in the US. What invention allows us to see through walls? Windows. I rode a horse once and it went clippity-clop, 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 clippity-clop all the way home.
Nay. Island.
Did you hear they arrested the devil? Yeah, they got him on possession. Before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with a slow internet connection to see who they really are. What's the difference between an outlaw and an in-law? Outlaws are wanted. I took the shell off of my racing snail, thinking it would make him faster. But if anything, it made him more sluggish. I was frightened when I saw the energy drinks at the gas station this morning. There were a lot of monsters in there. A pair of cows were talking in the field. One says, "Have you heard about the mad cow disease that's going around?" "Yeah," the other cow says. "Makes me glad I'm a penguin." What did Sodium say when she was offered a drink? "I'm good." Believe it or not, one of my greatest mentors was a crash test dummy. He made a huge impact on my life. What did the fish say when he butt into a wall? Damn.
We heard that one already.
What do you get when you combine a rhetorical question and a joke? Get it? Did you hear about the Italian chef who died? He passed away. I sold my vacuum the other day. All it was doing was collecting dust. I was going to tell you a joke about boxing, but I forgot the punchline. What is Forrest Gump's email password? 1Forrest1. I'm not a fan of spring cleaning. Let's be honest, I'm not into summer, fall, or winter cleaning either. Did you hear about the fire in the shoe factory? 10,000 souls were lost. What did the dirt say to the rain? "If you keep this up, my name will be mud." Did you hear about the cheese factory that exploded in France? There was nothing left but debris. Why did the egg hide? It was a little chicken. What do you call a fake noodle? An imposter. What kind of tea is hard to swallow? Reality. I wanted to buy some camo pants but couldn't find any. I used to run a dating service for chickens, but I was struggling to make hens meet. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a unicycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Attire. What did the snail who was riding on the turtle's back say? "We."
Shoot him!
I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know. It's inappropriate to make a dad joke if you are not a dad. It's a faux pas. What did the mayonnaise say when the refrigerator door was opened? "Close the door, I'm dressing."
Yeah, exactly.
What's the most terrifying word in nuclear physics? Oops. As a scarecrow, people say I'm outstanding in my field. Why did the student eat his homework? Because his teacher told him it was a piece of cake. What's the dumbest animal in the jungle? A polar bear. Why don't we see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're really good at it. I used to be addicted to the hokey pokey, but then I turned myself around.
That's good.
What's the difference between an oral thermometer and a rectal thermometer? The taste.
Because
I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. Why was the coach yelling at the vending machine? He wanted his quarterback. Wife, how do I look? Husband, with your eyes. What's the best part about living in Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. What did the full glass say to the empty glass? You look drunk. I submitted 10 puns to a joke writing competition to see if any of them made the finals.
No pun
Sadly,
intended.
no pun intended. What do dentists call their x-rays? Toothpicks. Why do ducks have feathers? To cover their butt quacks. Why did the bullet end up losing his job? He got fired. That's a pretty good ceiling. It's not the best, but it's up there.
Wait,
What kind of shorts do clouds wear? Thunderpants. What kind of shorts do clouds wear? Thunderwear.
What? Did you just make the same joke twice but different?
What do you call a crocodile that is also a detective? An investigator.
What are you
A man
doing?
walks into a pet store and asks for a dozen bees. The clerk carefully counts 13 bees out onto the counter. That's one too many, says the customer. The clerk replies it's a freebie. What lights up a soccer stadium? A soccer match. What is the difference between an Australian wedding and an Australian funeral? One less drunk at the funeral. How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. What's the leading cause of dry skin? Towels. I told my doctor that I broke my arm in 2 places. He told me to stop going to those places. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. I was at the
Burrito,
park
I'm trying to get to
wondering
the
why this frisbee
objective.
kept getting bigger. And then it hit me. Australians don't have sex, Australians mate. Have you heard about the guy who stole the calendar? Well, he got 12 months. 2 soldiers are in a tank. One turns to the other and says, blah 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 blah. Why did the ghost go to rehab? He was addicted to booze. I went to a wedding where 2 satellite dishes got married. The ceremony wasn't great, but the reception was amazing. 2 fish are in a tank, 2 fish are in a tank. One turns to the other and says, do you know how to drive this thing? My wife told me to stop impersonating a flamingo. I had to put my foot down. I had a chip implanted in my body. It was a Cool Ranch Dorito. Yum. I know they say that money talks, but all mine says is goodbye. I was sitting in traffic the other day. Probably why I got run over. What were Michael Jackson's pronouns? He. Hey baby, I just shit my pants. Can I get into yours?
We're almost there.
Why do golfers have 2 pairs of pants? In case they get a hole in one. Or Rebel shits in theirs. There are 2 muffins baking in the oven. One muffin says to the other, phew, is it getting hot in here or is it just me? The other muffin says, a talking muffin. Don't forget to read these funny tweets for more laughs.
I'm sorry, what's the last bit? What's the last bit there?
An Englishman
Whoa.
and an Australian walk into a bar. The barman says, is this some kind of bloody joke? Read more, link.
You're both on the same websites. What are you doing?
A man walks